It's the essay bounce, Rogan and Mike, Matt on the charts, pickle on patrol, I dock in the cut. We don't guess, we visualize the invisible. I used to chase dips, now I read the map. Hedge pressure talk, a market maker's trap. Liquidity stacked like an Arby's delight. Yeah, say trades hidden every single night. Resilience gaps like prophecy scrolls. Index fill, coming arbitrage knows. DD bands, whisper risk in the skies. Index bullish, look me in the eyes. Forget the news, forget the fear. I got signals that whisper clear. Scooters show me what's underneath. Like I docs lens, now I really see. Learn why markets move, not just when think like a maker, not just a man. Future of the game, no fluke, no lie. Rocket scooter got the market eye. ASC bounce every single time. DD green, I'm feeling divine. Options of futures, I'm walking that line. Bird from the gun, bad luck, never mind. Fake cash hit the floor, I dock here rewind. Scooter don't sleep, it's changing the game. Retail trap, we calling out names. No laggy MACD, that's not what we do. We forecast the move, not follow through. MHP bounce, that's holy ground. Pickle bark once when the price comes down. Stacked LPs, that's an Arby's trade. Sandwich a risk, yeah, that money's made. DD ratio bullish, I'm calm in the zone. And just speaking loud in a confident tone. iDoc said that set up clean. Matt smirking hard with the trader lean.
What's up, y'all? It's been a good day. I need to eat my lunch. I'm gonna chomp chips. This is not the special bag with all the seasoning. This is what they normally look like. Nothing. I have that mutant bag in the fridge over there that's got like 20 times the amount of seasoning on it. Longs are playing out pretty good. Welcome back, guys. Scooter, change the lane. We don't trade dreams, we trade the brain. Shots don't lie, and neither do dogs. Shout out, pickle in them liquidity logs. Arby's on the screen. Good setups today. All right. Cool. Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, cool. I'm excited. Thank you. All right. I'm still concerned that it actually didn't get my MHP tap. It pivoted too early. I am going to actually close this trade down. I know it's not the smart thing to do to put some on the table, but I really wish I had better setups. Actually, I'm gonna take profit here. I'm closing. It's good. I mean, I did get 10 points on it, whatever. I just closed all my positions, so the final tally of this, let me just take the picture here. I closed. It's probably closing early and I don't really care. This is one contract S&P. I wish I had something bigger, something better. I wish I would have got the pivot, but it's good enough. Money's money. Let me take this picture of everything. This is today's haul. I just work in the accounts a couple at a time all day today. Pretty decent setup. I don't know what this is. You guys might be able to add it up, but it's like, I really wish I would have got my strong pivots, to be honest. But I did take 2 really successful long scalps on here and on here, which was great. And I grabbed that initial long scalp earlier in the morning on NASDAQ, which was good. But this is basically the haul for today. So you're first time on the channel here, you guys don't forget to hit the sub button, hit the like, etc. We love you guys tuning in with us every single day. We usually do giveaways every single afternoon. We'll do maybe a My Funded Futures giveaway today. Maybe a Funded Next giveaway. How's that sound? All right, guys, I'm gonna drop you guys a hint, okay? Every day I'll leak a little bit more information. This Funded Next giveaway may or may not be as good as the last one. It's likely going to be as good as the last one. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay. Again, I got the inside scoop. You guys remember how good the last one was? This one's going to be... There's a high probability it's just as good as the last one. Well, you leak every day. You might want to get your prostate checked out, sir. Just kidding. Somebody told me that yesterday in chat. They were like, Matt leaks every day. He should probably get his prostate checked. LOL. Yeah. All right. So anyways, I just closed when we retrace back on this candle. I pocket everything. So I don't know whatever this is. Oops. And can I center this really quick? There we go. There's still one of my accounts I haven't even touched yet. Which one is that? Oh, that's that one. Okay. So what's this? 11, 25, 26, and 9, 35, 40, 52, 70, 57, 58, 68, 71. It was like 7,000. What was the last one? 40% off and no daily loss limit in uncapped payouts. This is the best. FundedX created the best prop accounts in the history of prop firms. You don't see no DLL and uncapped payouts in the same sentence that often. And an end of the day drawdown account. You don't see it. You don't see the two. Maybe some of the shady prop firms might try to offer stuff, but like in the bigs, nobody does that. And FundedX is one of the biggest prop firms in the world, right? So they're huge. So their deal was no DLL with uncapped payouts and no payout split. You keep everything you do, and no daily loss limit, which means you can scale these things to infinity. No, my funded futures is the greatest of all time, but you have to think like look at this. For a hot minute, FundedX had the best account ever. The best accounts on any given day are my funded futures experts. Don't get me wrong. Experts are amazing. They are the best in class because they have end of the day drawdown, which is great. They have no DLL, which is great, right? They have no consistency, which is great. This is what makes these guys the GOAT. Yeah, they're amazing. And they have capped payouts, okay? This is the difference, just capped. Now, for a hot minute, Funded Next had a deal that was slightly better. They had no DLL, which is what you want for scaling, right? No DLL. But they had uncapped payouts, which was like unheard of to have no DLL with uncapped payouts. Tit for tat, they also had consistency. So where they differed was the fact that no consistency versus consistency. That's it. And theirs is 40%. But to have any combination of uncapped payouts with no DLL is what I call the golden setup. That's what you want for your $1 million payout account. So even so, I'm always using my funded futures, but when these guys have those mega sales, grab as many, like you can grab it to 300K worth of accounts total, and then just use them because that might be your big account you build a buffer on. And everybody grabbed at least, a handful of those when they had the sale. And then they're just a one and done. There's no monthly fee as well. It's just a one and done. So when they have that sale, it's huge. No DLL and uncapped payouts is big. Now, my funded futures always has no DLL and no consistency on the expert, but just a capped payout. So this is like your consistent account that you make money in a little bit. The other one is like, let me try to swing for a home run. Maybe I'll blow it up, but it's 40% off when I buy it. And I get the one chance of having a huge freaking buffer in that account. I can take it out in a lump sum. You don't see that too often. So in reality, as a prop trader, you want to trade whatever cool deals they have when they have them. But any other day, my funded futures end of the day drawdown is, what the heck? Are you okay? I heard a clinky clank.
Lots of Vietnamese food.
Oh, I heard something.
I traded your chips.
You want my chips?
Yeah, I want your chips.
Okay, but here, right here. Here.
Okay.
Thank you.
You move these.
Oh yeah, and you can. Is that chicken?
It's pork.
Pork. Very nice.
Whatever the.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fine, take my chips. What's up, Bagel? What's up, boy?
Let's go, Pix. Chat, make sure he eats. I'm serious.
Do they hit all three with my prop firm requirements? Nobody's ever hit all three. I've never seen uncapped payouts, no DLL, no consistency anywhere. I've never seen all three. I've seen at best 2 of the 3. My funded futures has 2 of the 3 all the time, which is why they're the best. Funded Next has 2 of the 3 when they have a major sale, but the fact that it's uncapped is what makes it in that moment the best prop firm deal that there is, period. 'Cause uncapped payouts, everybody always wants which one's uncapped. Like my Tradeify, like I can only make $80,000 before I'm done with Tradeify, and I can't trade it anymore. That's the limit. Once you go live, you're done. My fund in futures has a limit, right? It's 25 Gs. Right? Uncapped is uncapped. I mean, you can build a balance and then just let it trade and let it trade and let it trade. There's no monthly fee. It's like a one and done. I promise you guys, when you do something like that, there's no shenanigans. I've already taken like 10K in profits with them in the first month. It wasn't hard to do. 5 days to pay out. And it's really good. But when they have the sale, it's like when I jump in on it. Pretty good. What do you mean by no cap payout? Means you can make as much as you want. An example with Tradeify, once I take $80,000 in payouts, I can't take anymore. You're done. You can't. There's an end to prop firms. You guys didn't know that. There's an end. You can't trade a prop firm and some profits forever. I don't know if you guys have read the fine print in all your prop firms. My fund in futures said they're going to be upping theirs. Right. So that's one of the things they will do is up it. Right. So that's why my funded is one of the best. They're going to be, Matt has said that they're going to up theirs. Right. Yeah. What happens after that with Tradeify? You're done. That's it. You get a live account, and then if you bust a live account, you're done. That's a one and done thing. Some firms have rehab programs where you can start all over and get back in it. Like with my with Lead Trader Funding, once you get to the live account and you blow it up, you can start all over in their rehab program and go through it again. A lot of firms don't let you go through it again. So that's why all the firms are valuable and all the good ones are valuable, because sometimes there's a finish line, and once you finish, you finished. And you're done. You go live. Yeah. So at Tradeify, you go live once you get 80K profit, and you get one shot at it. You get your 20K they give you, and you get your one shot. You make it, you bust it, you bust it. You guys remember Pat was doing it. Pat got on the leaderboard and made like 100-something thousand payouts with them, and Pat just busted his live account, so he's done with them. And so once you go live, and but he made a freaking boatload of money from them before he lost it, which return on investment was amazing, right? You think about how much he put into that was very little, and how much he got about was really big, which is cool. But like once you get to where he was, and then if you lose it, and obviously it's not like it doesn't happen to everybody. We all lose these prop accounts all the time, and then sometimes you lose it, and then once you're done, you're done. And so a lot of them will be like that. So with Funded Next, it's all sim funded. They don't have a live program. And then once you go there, and that sale they have, which is going to be, I'm going to tell you guys, in 3 days. That's the leak. Okay. Just keep that in mind. There's a little leak for you. Just FYI. Shh. If you go live with my funded future and lose the live account, can I get another one? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that because I haven't lost my live account yet. I don't think I've read the fine print, but I should probably look that up. So my funded futures live account is still ticking. So I'm not really sure if you can start over with them. Maybe somebody here knows the answer. Leaky Matt does it again. In 3 days, Funded Next is having a massive sale. Just hinting. Don't tell anybody, but I'm hinting at it. Big one. But anyways, my funded futures, and I'm going to tell you guys one other thing. In the next couple of weeks, my funded futures is making big changes. I'm talking big, not just little ones. I'm talking big ones, like big stuff. So I tell people, if you're looking for, trading prop firms, and you're looking for what you want to wait for, this isn't the time to go load up on Apex or any of these other ones. Those two firms are going to be making big things next week or two. I can't tell you. I'm just going to tell you, wait for it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed if you wait. Bagel. A pickle out there. again, I'm just teasing because I can't spoil the surprise, but both of those firms have amazing things coming out soon, like really good things. So good or bad changes? Oh no, they're all good. They're all good. That's the best part. Good changes, like things that you want. Like I asked people yesterday, I was like, I pulled chat, tell me some things that you want. And everybody said, I want this, I want that. And I looked at the list and I go, okay, there's 3 of the things you guys want, they're doing. So it's great to see a firm like MyFunded doing things to add to what you want, not taking stuff away. There's firms out there that are like taking stuff away, right? Because they're really bad firms. And MyFunded Futures is giving you guys stuff, which is cool. And Funded Next will be giving you guys stuff too. So 2 really big events going on. Just letting you guys know. What are the different rules for MyFunded? I'll tell you relaxing sounds. MyFunded Futures has an account called The Expert. It's no daily loss limit, no consistency. And it's a banger. It's like the best prop account you can get. Those 2 rules are awesome. They're easy to scale with no DLL, and no consistency means you're not capped on profit. So it's easy to scale an expert account very quickly. But the no consistency rule, you're not like, oh, I made $1,500. I got to stop for today. You can keep going, which is really cool about it. Somebody says daily payouts, or is it straight to live without buffer requirements? Dang, you guys are... Look, I'm just telling you, like, as I hear the chatter with the MyFunded team, it's so cool to be part of something, to hear people like, let's make it better for traders. And it's not like, it's to hear firms to say that instead of, yeah, let's make it better for us. Let's like squeeze more traders or whatever. Like when I read the stuff that they're going to do, I'm just like, wow, this is cool. This is cool. These things are cool. And I was like, okay, well, damn, they must be, okay, very cool. So like, you guys are gonna be very happy. That's all I'm trying to say. You guys will be very happy with it. Free chips with every account, maybe. Thoughts on Apex? Apex is great. We have a code with Apex. It's just with so many better options out there, Apex is sort of like maybe I would say losing some steam. Really still a great firm, still one of the best out there. It's just there's so many great options now that are beating Apex. They have better rules and better costs and stuff. Easier payouts and stuff. Thoughts on Alpha Futures? Never heard of them. Never used them. Thoughts on funding ticks? I don't use them because I'm in the Funded Next family. In the Forex giants, there's the 2 main competitors, Funding Pips and Funded Next. And so I'm going to assume that Tix is just as good as Funded Next. They're the 2 big giants in Forex. So like in futures, I'm on team MyFunded Futures. Like that's where I am. In the Forex world, I'm on team Funded Next. And like Pat and some other people are on team Funding Pips. And they're like the Coke and Pepsi of the Forex world that now have futures as well. So I'll say that nothing bad to say about Pips or Ticks. I'm going to assume Pat did his due diligence and he's supporting them because they're good, and I have heard nothing bad about them. So, but I have no personal experience with funding ticks. But like most of the bigger traders and influencers out there are choosing which side of those 2 that they choose. They're either on Funded Ticks family or they're on Funded Next family. One of the 2. Funded Next is end of the day. It sure is. Yeah, absolutely. The reason I like Funded Next because of uncapped payouts. That's the reason I chose to go with that. I'm like, I need a prop firm that has uncapped payouts. That way I can build a buffer. And so the firms I'm trading now, I have Funded Next at the top for my uncapped payouts. These are these 3. I have MyFunded Futures, which is now a live account right here. This is my live account. And then this is Straightify, straight to Funded, which I've always been doing. I've been babysitting these guys for 5 months now. So those are the accounts I trade. I love the MyFunded program. I love the live program. It's really awesome. It's a great program to be part of. Tradeify was just one of the first I jumped into, and I've been babysitting the same accounts. I've made 190,000 in these 5 accounts total. Any thoughts on Take Profit? Take Profit is by far, of all the affiliate code use in my stream, Take Profit is the biggest used code. In order, it's Take Profit, MyFunded Futures, and Tradeify in order of what people use the most. Now, why take profit? People like them because you can get a daily payout, and it's better than Apex. It's kind of like the alternative to Apex. And the reason they got big is that people that were trading Apex accounts just moved over to take profit. It's better. It's the better Apex. It's not end of the day drawdown, sort of like MyFunded Futures is different. But if you like the trailing drawdown world with the cheaper accounts and daily payouts, take profit's great. It's a lot of people's favorite. So it's like the people that like 2 years ago were like Apex was their favorite. Now they say take profit is their favorite, right? But they're like, it's like Coke versus Sprite. You can't compare take profit and MyFunded. They're so different from each other. You can't even put them side by side to compare. It just depends on like what kind of account you like to trade. So according to Matt, MyFunded Futures and FundedX are the best prop firms as of now for end of the day drawdown accounts. The two of those are the best. There's nothing even close to them, right? For trailing drawdown accounts, you're going to want to go with take profit. And for static accounts, you're going to go with ETF. But direct to funded, you're going to go with Tradeify and ETF. So that's like basically each account, not every firm has every type of account. So the reason I kind of like lean towards recommending a couple of them because it's based on what kind of account you like to trade with. Yeah, 190. So these are up 190K total since March. What about fast track trading? LOL. Yeah, give it a shot. I hear it's good. Jesse, I love fast track trading and waiting for my payout. It's only been 8 months. LOL. Rip. That's so funny, dude. Jesse, you had me at the half. You had me at the half. You got me at the half. That was funny. That was a very good setup for that joke. All right. My longer hold time, do I still trade my regular account? I'm asking if these positions can easily handle more size. I do. Yeah, I'm currently long in my real account right now. I trade it on my phone though. I'm just holding on my one account with 2 S&P contracts. I don't trade it on stream though. Somebody said, well said, LOL. The other prop firms require you to be out of trades during the hour break like Apex does. A lot of them do. It's just every firm is so different. Do MyFunded Futures started have consistency rule? They do. Yeah, the starters do. Somebody says funding ticks will be the best. Yeah, I mean, they're all really good. Like essentially every firm out there that I put up on my screen is somebody that I know is good. And there's not that, a lot of the bigger influencers that you'll see on Twitter and stuff will rep the good firms. They're going to do some good ones. So what software do I use to connect accounts? I'm one of the few people that doesn't connect accounts, but a lot of people I know that do it use TradeSyncer or Replicanto. On Tradeify, do I recommend the straight to sim funded? That's the only account I recommend on Tradeify. Tradeify advanced account, take profit is better. Tradeify growth account, MyFunded Futures is better. Not to say Tradeify is bad, it's just they're better stats. Tradeify growth is 35% consistency. MyFunded Futures growth is, or MyFunded Futures expert is no consistency. So Tradeify's flagship product is their straight to funded. That's the reason use Tradeify. It's the best in class straight to funded account. But they have an advanced, which is the trailing drawdown. They have a growth, which is a end of the day drawdown. I'm not gonna lie, take profits is better. MyFunded Futures is better. But Tradeify is like second place, third place. It's still ranked at the top. But you want to look for the best deal you can get. MyFunded Futures expert slams Tradeify's growth but it offers us better rules, clearly stated better rules. I mean, consistency versus no consistency is a huge difference between the two, right? Yeah, so the fast track is such a rug pull. Yeah, dude. And like the owner that everybody was like hating on, that guy, he's back on social media and he's like trolling people in chat for whatever reason. He jumped in some of my comments and said some trolly stuff, and then I was like, who is this guy? And somebody's like, oh, he's a fast track owner. And I was like, oh, fast track. And he's like, oh man, I'm just playing with you. I'm a big fan. Just busting your balls a little bit. I was like, oh, okay. I guess nice to meet you, dude. But apparently he's back around, so who knows what's going on with that guy. I thought he was talking shit, but he was actually just saying like, I'm a big fan, Matt. Just saying, hey. So I'm introducing myself. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with everybody. I like everyone. So fast track, that was, again, love them, hate them. It is hard to start a prop firm, and sometimes you didn't figure it all out when you got started, and unfortunately sometimes they fail. a lot of times due to fraud, but a lot of times just due to mismanagement or, you know, accidental mismanagement. You didn't purposely do something bad. Maybe you just, you know, designed it poorly, and that happens. This is the risk of business. You can design a restaurant that's really good food and it's not profitable, and then you go under and everyone gets fired. You can hate the restaurant owner, but that's the risk you take with any business. Sometimes you have a good model, sometimes you have a bad model, and sucks if people didn't get their payouts though. I side with you guys 100%. They should have designed their models to be good from the start. That's for damn sure. Hire a good risk management team. Who's uncapped payouts? These guys. Funded Next. So the firms I work with are the 5 at the top of the screen, and Funded Next, and then Futures Desk. So I work with 7 total, no more. Is take profit better than what? Again, each firm has a different type of account. Let me start over by telling you the difference between them. Okay, let's start with static account. Basically 3 different types of accounts that are all prop firms will have one of the 3 types of accounts. They're all really much the same. You have static account, you have trailing drawdown, and then you have end of the day drawdown. Now let me tell you the difference of them. A static account is as follows. A static account has a starting point at 0. Let me draw all 3 of them. Starting point at 0. And as you make money, let me just draw the kind of the end of this. As you make money in that account, where you blow up doesn't change. It's right here. So the more money you make, the farther away you are from the blowout point. This is the, we'll just call it the breach. Okay. Static, it means it stays put. It stays there forever. Trailing drawdown, however, as you go up, the drawdown trails with you. Okay, so this is another type. You start in trailing drawdown, usually get a fatter breach limit, but then it starts to move with you. So as you get higher on price, it trails with you as well. Clearly, as time goes on, it's a shorter path to breach, but at the start of the day, it's bigger to breach. It never changes. With the static, you get better the more you make. Breach follows you in a trailing drawdown in real time too, which is kind of what sucks about it. So even if you make money and you're green and green and green, and you made $10,000 and you lost 3,000 of it because the market dipped, and you had a $3,000 trailing drawdown, you could be $7,000 in the profit and still blow up the account. And that's what trailing is hard. End of the day drawdown is equal to static plus trailing. It's a hybrid. And what that does is it's static through the trading day and then trails once a day, every day. So an example is it's static as you're trading it on the first day, your drawdown's the same no matter what you're making. And then this is the end of day 1. Then your drawdown will move 1 time to a new spot and stay the same through day 2, no matter what you do. And then it'll stair step on day 3. So does everybody here, at least in chat, understand the difference of the 3 accounts? Your prop is going to be one of the 3 types. They're all the same. It's one of these 3 drawdowns. No other type of drawdown pretty much exists. Okay. So which one is better? Well, there's no such thing as better. It's like, do you like chocolate? Do you like strawberry? Do you like vanilla? It's just different types of trading. Trailing drawdowns are for scalpers that want to make 5 and 10 points. 5 or 10 points every trade, you know, small trades, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You can survive trailing drawdown. Static is more like you want to give yourself, you know, essentially a harder start, but rewarding as you build the account. End of the day drawdown is a blend of the 2. It's moderately hard. Trailing is very hard. Static is very easy. This is the easiest one. This is the hardest one. This is in the middle. Static is also the most expensive. Trailing is also the cheapest one. And this one is also somewhere in the middle. Static gives you a tiny little drawdown at the start, so your first trade needs to be your winning trade. Trailing gives you a big fat drawdown at the start, but it never gets better. End of the day gives you a big fat drawdown out the start, but it trails once a day. So at least you're not punished by losing ground on a winning trade. Trailing drawdown will punish you when you're very green and then your green is coming down. You can lose. End of the day won't do that. So end of the day is much easier than trailing. Static is easier than both of them. Now, who's the best at all of these? Now, the reason I choose each firm I choose with is because they're all great at different things. You also will have straight to funded. I'm going to put this over to the side. Straight to funded, which is end of the day. We'll call it end of the day plus. It's EOD. It's the same type of account, usually end of the day, just no eval. So straight to funded is a more expensive version of that. You don't have to do the eval. It usually costs a little bit more to go with it. Now, who's the best, right? Static, hands down, ETF is the best static account there is. And Futures Desk is very good at static as well. Apex has a static. Don't touch it. It's absolute garbage. ETF's drawdown is 3 times as big as Apex's. That's what makes it best in class. Trailing drawdown, TPT, and Apex. And that's who those guys are. End of the day drawdown, my funded futures is absolutely the best ever for end of the day drawdown, and funded next a second. Straight to funded, Tradeify. And that's why I do what I do. That's who you should pick for which one of the accounts you want. In that order. Why TPT over Apex? Daily payouts. Why ETF over the Futures Desk? They don't have a Futures Desk goes straight to live, which you may want to do. ETF can do some funded payouts. You can pay faster payouts. But again, Coke or Pepsi, or Coke or Sprite, which one you like better? They're both really good. My funded futures over funded next. I alternate based on the sales. My funded futures is good all around. Funded next, when they have no DLL sales, it also has uncapped payouts to go with it. My funded futures is capped payouts. So you alternate. At different times, one of them is better. Other times, the other is better. Again, they're both S tier, top of the line. And straight to funded, Tradeify, and then ETF is second best. And the ones I work with. They're both really good. And again, whichever one has the better sales, usually you can pick. But that's why I have the ones I have. TPT is capped payouts, I believe. Take profit traders. How much? Blue Sky might have a really good static too. Yeah, there's a lot of firms out there. I don't work with all of them. These are the ones I work with, by the way. So yeah, there's a million firms and somebody's always going to have a, well, this firm has that and this firm has that. Yeah, it's true. There's so many of them out there. CPT is uncapped on payouts, or is it capped? Is it uncapped? Okay. And Futures Desk is daily loss limit. Yeah. So the idea is why you would pick one account or the other. Now, as a trader, what's the easiest account to trade? Period. The static. The static account is the easiest place to trade. It's also more expensive. So if your guys are like, I'm trying to start out, what should I do? I tell people one of 2 accounts to start. You either want to do a static account with ETF or Futures Desk. It's a great place to get started in props. There's fewer rules, no drawdown changes at all. It's just, here's your break point, stay above it. They're usually more expensive though. And I tell people, if you want to have the best time starting out the door, my funded futures expert account is the best place to start, and more affordable than static. End of the day drawdown is not that bad. It's slightly harder than static. It's not that much harder than static. So is it 10%? It's TPT. It's 10K a day. And if you start making more than 10K a day, they'll move you to live. Okay, thank you, K-Spec. Yeah. What happens with the static after payout? It depends on which firm you're with. Usually it's once you have a buffer. A lot of the static accounts are like this. If there's your buffer and there's your starting point, say your buffer is $3,000, just making up a number. Once you go to 3,000 in profit, actually with static, sorry. With static, if you were to take 3,000 in profit, you're still back down at 0. And you should still have that same amount of fat. So basically, static doesn't move. A lot of times with your drawdown accounts in the same situation, A lot of times, like with trailing drawdown, if you make a certain amount, your trailing drawdown goes and becomes static slightly above your 0 point. So a lot of the trailing drawdowns, like Apex and stuff, past a certain buffer, will also convert to static, which is what makes them nice. They're just hard to get to that point, right? Yep. Go over Tradeify straight to funded details, please. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I use a 150K account. The rules are pretty simple. It's 9,000 profit target to get your first payout, and you can lose 3750 daily loss limit, soft breach, 6,000 hard breach. And then 20% consistency. This is what makes it take a while to get a payout, but it's consistent. It's pretty simple. These are some fat stats. Make 6,000, lose 6, make 9,000 or lose 6, 37.50 per trade. Trading 1 or 2 NASDAQ contracts, you should never really be hitting that unless you get really unlucky. And basically 20% consistency, and then 7 days to pay out. Used to be 10. So essentially you trade for 7 days at 20%, get your 9,000, and you get a payout. Your payout cycles are 3,000 every 7 days. And then you move down. So after you get your first payout here, the stats change to 4,500 profit. And then once you get your payout there of 3,000, you start over and you need to make 3,000 profit. So essentially the target gets smaller every time. And that's it. Then once you get your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th payout, at payout number 5, it turns to 3,500 bucks instead of 3,000 per payout. And then after you make 80,000 total, they move you live. So Tradeify straight to funded is a very quick path to payout. It's 7 days and you can pay out from day 1, 7 days if you hit the targets. That's it. Why is ES flying? Market's very bullish today. Very bullish. It's on a trading day, like how my friend future jumps to count. Any trade counts as trading. Yeah, and so the best part about Tradeify is that any trade counts as a trading day. That's really where they shine, and you can DCA. There's no minimum that you need to make. There's no anything. You can flip the account, have it count. Open and close a trade counts as a trading day. Is it one account 80? No, you make 80K in payouts total between the 5 accounts you can have max. So I've made, of the 190,000 I have in total profits, I've taken 50K out as payouts. And as soon as I get to 80, they'll move me live. It's 80 total. Yeah. And once you can only get 100 total from Tradeify ever. 80 is sim payouts and 20 is live. People like Pat that got moved to live early were given, I think, 2 20K accounts or something like that. But they can move you early whatever they want. But what they do is they'll give you either a... so I've heard some people get 2 accounts, but most people just get the 1. Yeah. Can I explain Fund to Next that way? Fund to Next is end of the day drawdown. It has, you can DCA. There is a, let me get you the Fund to Next one. Okay. And again, I have to tell you, Fund to Next, really, really good. Just like my Funded Futures, it's a very similar setup. The difference is what I call the big 3 rules. They each, okay, let me show you. Fund to Next basically is going to have a, so the 100K is an example. Make 6,000, 2,400 daily loss limit, 3,000 max loss limit. This is essentially the difference between this and My Funded Futures is My Funded Futures doesn't have a daily loss limit, so it's slightly better. Every once in a while, Fund to Next will have a sale where there's no daily loss limit. They may be having one soon, just a hint. And therefore, when they have the sale, grab these. Couple of things. There's no monthly fee. There's no activation fee. You can DCA. There's no payout split, so there's not like 90-10 or 50-50. Everything you make is yours to keep, which is cool. And there's uncapped payouts. So that's what these guys do. Like Tradeify, you take $3,000 every 7 days. These guys, you take out half of your total balance every 5. Half of your balance. If you make 50K, you take 25K out after day 5. When there's no DLL, you can scale it up very quickly. So when they have the sale, the trick that influencers, that's why it gets so big, is that everybody knows when you have no DLL and uncapped payouts, that's the that's like the golden setup that you want to have accounts that you babysit for a long time. And then on your A+ setups, just hit them hard and put a big fat balance on it, right? And they have 40% consistency, which isn't too bad either. It's really good. 40% is great, which means on the eval side, you only have you have 3 days to pass and then you're good. So it's not really that bad. So with FundedNext, I always tell people when they have the no DLLs, you need to max out, and they don't have monthly fees. So it's just a one and done. Buy them and then trade them slowly, one at a time. You can literally grow that balance really, 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 really big, which is kind of cool. Yep. Wink, wink, wink. You need to make a buffer to withdraw. For FundedNext, you need to get to the profit target, whatever it is. And then for, wait, let me try to remember. With payout for the funded side, let me show you the stats on that. Hold on. Hold on, let me get that really quick. You just need to make a total of, there's a minimum balance you need to make, and it's been a while since I've had my first payout, but let me see. It is, for the 100K account, you need to trade 5 benchmark days, which is total 5 days. You need to make at least it's $500 of profit. That's it. 500. You can only buy 100K worth of accounts. So when they have their sale, you can only buy 3 of these or 6 of those or 12 of those. 3 of these is what I have right here. FundedNext, mix and match up to 300K total. Yeah. So this month, the hot topics are going to be MyFunded and FundedNext. Both of these are going to be like crushing it this month. So I'll be talking a lot about both of them. Both of them for 2 different reasons. This is live with MyFunded Futures, the live program. I love it. You know, you guys should aspire to go through the experts to get to live. It's really cool. And then my uncapped payouts, I'm slowly growing these guys and getting up. So with like, I'm trying not to take payouts in MyFunded. I'm just going to grow it to 100K. That's my new challenge I'm doing. Which, by the way, on the stream, let me guys show you the performance results so far of MyFunded. Let me log into this really quick. Let me show you guys my P&L for the month since I started using MyFunded. Always important to show your stats. Oops. Let me get a little report here. Run the report. So here's my stats on my MyFunded Live account. It's been really cool. Been a very fun program. For you guys to see here. So I'm up about $8,500 total. 60% win rate. And with this 170 expectancy, which is pretty good. 93 to 2, so it's a 4.5 to 1 draw run up to drawdown ratio, which is fantastic. My average losing trade time, which I always tell people is one of my best stats, is I'm only in a losing trade like 10 minutes and I cut quick. This is one of my best ways to stay profitable. Call it trade efficiency, longing at the right spot. My average winning trade time is like 20 minutes. I'm in and out quick in all these trades. I don't spend a lot of time trading. Just very accurate. But that's the stats. You guys are welcome to see that. And ask anybody that you watch trade to show their historic stats. It's very important, I think. There's a lot of people that will dodge their historic stats or try to play the game in a way that they can frame it to where they're making money. I had some goober argue with me on Twitter like, I have verified stats, and it turned out that that was a scam. The verified stats were only, here's how much % I made this year. in a huge argument, the person trying to cover their tracks. And I can tell you, I'm too smart to understand that, or to be fooled by the fact that when you say you have historic performance that's verified and they say, well, what is it? Oh, this person made 25% this year. That doesn't mean anything. You guys are too smart for that. 25% of what? $10? I mean, $2.50. These traders do everything they can to give you the impression that they make money. Just show the printout, your stats, hard dollar amount, win rate, show it all. You know, verify my ass. Fucking weirdos. Goober people. Goober guy, he won't stand for the goober slander. Oh, that's so funny. Love it. You made 69% today. That's all, always making that 69%, baby. It's yeah, you can't show your stats. It's illegal, right? Illegal to show your performance report, according to the humbled trader on YouTube. I've heard all stories out there. Here's what you guys care about. How much money did you make? I quit my job because I make 27% return. Well, how much was that? I did the calculation. Person made $1,000 a month. And I was like, barking at my tree, like, what's your verified performance? I'm like, here's a picture of my rise. I've now taken $28,000 in payouts. It was $20,000 2 days ago. I've taken $28,000 in payouts this month alone. I have made $60,000, not including today, this month alone as well. So I made like maybe $66,000 this month trading, just trading. 28,000 is hit my bank account as payouts. Yeah, Goober over here, not you, Goober guy, I love you. Talking about their $1,000 a month they made over a 5-month period, barking at my tree for clout. And I tell you people, everybody's out there trying to scheme you and let you believe they make more than they do. Be very careful. Just be like, show me the performance. Show me the performance. Show me the performance. And they don't do it. They never do it. And they want you to just hear a story. Yeah, but you know, hedge funds only make 10% a year and I'm up 20% a year. You're not up 20%, dick. Your dick is 20% the size of mine, dude. Like, seriously, fuck that 20% shit. Show me the dollar amount. Show me your stats. That's all I care about. People will try to scheme you in this game. Like, open up your broker platform. Take a picture, show me your gains, show me your P&L, show me the stats. Stop trying to explain it to me. The more people explain it to you, the more you know they're full of crap. Just, people are traders. They're smart. They know how to fucking read. Show them your stats. Just show it to them. Just hand it to them and step aside. Let them read it. Don't stand over the shoulder. But, well, wait, let me show you. Wait, but this. But let me show you them. Like, but let me explain this. Let me explain. No, just like, look, I know how to read a paper. We're good. So that's it. So, like, I just showed my platform performance report. I just literally logged in the platform right here, clicked the report, showed it to you guys. Ask people to do the same thing, and you're going to find out that a lot of people won't. And there's the only one reason you want to do that is because it's not really worth showing. Thought on Simba's latest tweet, pay to win, has entered the chat. I don't really know. I didn't see it. I see. And I spend less on a lot of accounts than a lot of people. Yeah, my Tradeify straight to funded accounts are in double digits. Double digits. They're not like 500 resets. Yeah. How's the expert better than starter plus? Because the expert doesn't have consistency in the eval or the funded stage. Starter plus has consistency rule in one of them. So it's slightly easier to trade the expert. But you're right about the starter plus scalability. It's kind of nice, right? Starter, you can get to your destination faster, but there's consistency to go with it. And just letting you guys know, it's like you can go the extra mile. I had somebody telling me like, how do we know it's a real account? Is that even verified? And I was like, People say the silliest things. So I'm like, you know, like I go over here and I make this big old post and I'm like, I literally call My Funded Futures on the phone. I literally call Burke, an employee at My Funded Futures, and I say, hey, Burke, can you confirm that these stats are from a real live account? And so like, I even go the extra mile, and you got even like silly people in this chat saying it's paper. Burke, like literally, like I'm like tired of the idiots out there saying stuff. And I'm like, hey, Burke, can you tweet that this is real? Can you confirm the performance? And people are still dumb. Like, can I get the CEO and call him too? How far do I need to go? It's yes, I'm a live trader with My Funded Futures. This is a live account. This is their real money. And again, people are like, I go the extra mile to confirm. I even get them to come to my Twitter and confirm that, yeah, those stats are real. That's a real live account. So that's the thing, is that like there's a lot of people that won't show you anything at all, and I'm trying to go the extra mile here. Are somebody in my chat trying to ask for more? Okay, what do you want to see? Hold on. All right, let me do this. 2921. All right. Here's how much I've got paid in Rise. You guys know, if you, everybody here, question, everybody in chat, you guys use Rise, right, for your payouts? Everybody here use Rise, correct? You know what Rise is? Like if I take a picture of my Rise, you'll get to see what my payouts are. Yeah, you guys use it? All right. All right. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 26. So this is my Rise. I just logged into it. And so these are my payouts. Right. So you guys know this is my Rise. This is how much I've got paid in July. This is literally how much I've made so far in my payouts. So 26,384 in my Rise account. So you guys can confirm this is a real thing, right? Photoshop detected. Oh my God, this guy's retarded here. Okay. But anyways, there's my Rise. I just took a screenshot of it. So the idea is, as I'm proving in general, people keep asking, I'll keep showing. This is deposits. This is how much money I received trading props in 15 days. So you extrapolate the difference. Yeah. Give me your bank account. Yeah, and password to verify. Yeah. So the point I'm saying is, you guys can keep asking, I'll keep showing. I've always been this way. Everything I'm doing here has been documented, and I'm willing to show you guys anything. Here's the performance, here's the stats, whatever. And be careful out there, because a lot of people that won't do any of that. And let people show you the proof, and, you know, let you judge yourself. Historic performance is more important than anything else, I think, when it comes to trading. Yeah, so like logging into Rise, these are bank deposits. So I can't get any closer than opening my bank account and letting you see my bank account. But this is how much I've gotten paid at Rise from prop firms. This is my only source of income in Rise, is prop firm income. So that's it. How do I go about learning to make rocket scooter? But the idea is, I know I don't need to prove a thing, but other people do. And for you guys, just be careful out there, because there's a lot of, I call it camera tricks. There's a lot of trickery that people do, just to kind of like convince you they know what they're talking about, but they won't just go out there and show it to you straight up. See, no hesitation. I'm like, sure, let me log in and show you. And there's some people that will. There's a lot of really good people that will, but most people won't. Most people like frame it around and try to explain it away without just showing you. In reality, there's nothing better than just showing people the deposits, or showing people the P&L, showing people the stats. And I stand by my stats. And I let you guys judge for yourself. I'm very modest, you know, as much as I can be. You ask me straight up, yeah, I'm one of the best day traders there is. Like, you really want my opinion of myself? I don't like just blow my own, toot my own horn all day like that. But in my own head, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty damn good at this. But for you guys, don't trust anybody. But don't even take my word for it. Don't let people sell you something or tell you something. Just be like, yo, show me the money, baby. Show me the money. What's my first pet's name? You guys are so funny. Y'all are out there like filling out credit card applications and stuff. That's so funny. Let's see the bank account. Oh, it doesn't have any money in it. Have you seen iDoc? Oh, she spends it all, man. Yeah. So today, in my genuine, so for today, right, the goal is I'm trying to make each account get to close to $1,000 to $2,000. Some of them can only make 1,000 because of consistency rules and level of payout. So these two can only make 1,000. This one can only make 1,000. This can only make 1,000 for the most part. And right now I'm deciding, do I want to take any more trades today? I did want to get my long off of MHP, but nothing really took off from there. Nasdaq not selling off, man. Nasdaq is looking really solid for today. My strategy is I find the day P&L is on the screen. I think that's in the 9 accounts, like maybe 7,000. What's Rise? Rise is basically like a crypto-based payout thing. So when you get payouts from prop firms, they send you the money through Rise through, it's like a crypto thing. I really don't even understand it. I connect my bank account to it. They drop the payouts in there. I log in. It's like you've got a balance. I just pay myself from it. You stopped watching Top Step streams a month ago? Probably a good idea. We need in a live chat on a daily basis is one A+ setup, at least not A setup. Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, iDoc said to make sure I eat. I need to eat. Hold on. She got me some banh cuon, which is like one of my favorite things in Vietnamese food. I don't know if you guys like Vietnamese food, but I need to actually eat. It's like noodle with pork inside of it. It's like a really gummy noodle, and these are like the Vietnamese. We'll call it like it's like pork bologna kind of thing. Super good. Is she streaming right now? Banh cuon is goated. Yeah, dude, it's like one of my favorites. So I'll take a couple bites here. I never knew all what's in it. I just love it. I like the texture. I love noodles, so. Essentially, for those of you that's like, what is it? It's kind of like pork and spices inside of like a really like noodly noodle. Like a really gummy noodly noodle. It's chewy. It's got a good texture. Any coconut in that? No coconut in that. You think Nasdaq is going up? Probably. I think so. But what I'm waiting for today is like I got this retrace trade off of here, but I'm not like I just feel like I don't want to do much today. Like from here. I don't even know what I want to do. It's a very like this was a great day. I caught that scalp. I made that scalp and I made some money, but I'm kind of waiting to see how we finish up the day today. Even if we fall from here, it could get really bad. And I don't think we will. VIX is back down in a safe spot, so we should be okay. I'm willing to bet that we go higher. But in all honesty, I really don't want to do any more trades because I'm kind of like the opportunity is to the upside. Be very unlikely to break here. But anything can happen. Like out of the blue, Trump can say something and the market can do this. I could try the long one more time. It could fall to there. There's all kind of stuff. I'm not betting on it though. I want to get a long there if I can get another trade from there. Yeah. Did I eat Vietnamese food before me and iDoc? Yes, I did put fish sauce in it. I'm dipping it. Yeah, I've always eaten Vietnamese food. Even before I met her. She was impressed that I even knew what it was, to be honest. She was like, no, most white people eat like spring rolls and pho. And like, that's all they know. And I'm like, no, I like the good stuff. Do we have a Chinatown? Yeah, we do down here in right, we do in Houston. Yeah, exactly. So we're like, if you guys ever in Houston, what they call Chinatown here, but it's like essentially a whole other city on the side of the city that is tens of thousands of like shops and restaurants, and you've got like Korea, you've got different types of Chinese food, you got different types of Vietnamese food, you got like, I'm talking like there's entire plazas with like 50 restaurants in them, and you got whole city blocks of just these plazas. It's very huge, and just all kind of ranges of like authentic food. It's pretty good. Oh yeah. What I think is more advantageous for a new trader: an uncapped payouts or no consistency. No consistency. That's really what you want to go for. Don't worry about payouts. You need to get to that stage first. No consistency is the most important thing you want to work with. It allows you to scale an account properly. Even if there's a cap payout, it's totally fine. As a trader, you need to practice growing an account. So no consistency is more important than uncapped payouts. Uncapped payouts is like you're already there, and therefore you wanted to get big payouts as you're going. But if you have uncapped payouts and consistency rules, you're gonna only be able to scale so far, and it's actually harder to get there. So you're basically, what you're asking is the difference between funded X and my funded futures. As a beginner, my funded futures is better. As an advanced trader, if you want a big fat payout because you're at that level, then funded next will give you that ability. Do I know future scalper? No, but I think somebody told me about that guy. He like basically just brute force blows up apexes all day and then eventually gets a payout. Something like that. Like he just longs and busts and longs and busts and short, like just basically like brute forces. That's what I heard. Never really understood the strategy though. I've watched the show like a couple times and I was completely confused as to what was going on. Full ports Apex accounts. Yeah, it's like part of his strategy. I'm not throwing shade or anything. It sounds like what most people do. The prop influencers will buy a bunch of accounts and brute force them and get a payout. I feel like they all do that. As far as like learning something from that, it doesn't sound like something you guys can do. So like somebody that makes 50K a month in affiliate sales can just afford to brute force accounts like that to get a payout. And so stuff like that requires you to have a lot of money going into the system to begin with to get that much money out of it. Full port price, everybody's like, that sounds like me. No, don't know the guy, don't know his strategy other than that's what I've seen when I watched it. And a lot of times it takes a lot of money to be able to successfully replicate that. And, you know, all power to him, but a lot of that stuff is not something a beginner can just pick up and, you know, blow through, you know, $1,000 of Apex accounts a day, right? You have to already kind of have like, you have an income to do that. If I'm trading 9 fundeds, roughly how many accounts do you think would lose in a quarter? Of these 9, less than 10 for sure. Like every once in a while, I'll bust 1 or 2 of the accounts. Like last week, I busted, last week I busted 2 of my funded X accounts. They were both 50K, and instead I bought 100K with it. Like a week before that, I busted a couple more funded X. The Tradeifys are so far ahead, I'm not busting them. But at the start, like maybe like once a week, I could probably lose like 1 of the accounts. It's not that much. I got lucky with these guys. The funded next at the start was a little hard because once they busted because I got payout and I went back to the starting point. So I took everything out and then I didn't have any buffer in it, and then 2 trades zapped me. Sim farming. Yep, that's what it sounds like. Sim farming. Does that guy show you like account history or like how much he's made or like the historic stats or anything, or just shows you like the payouts? Like, does he say like, here's the account I've been babysitting for 7 months, here's how much it's made? Or is it just like, just showing payouts or profit on the screen? Like, what is the... or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they actually show stats? You can see what their win rate is, what their loss rate is, how long the accounts have lasted. Or is it just like... my question is, when you're watching a trader, there's 2 different kinds of trading, right? You're either like brute forcing payouts from prop accounts, which is a strategy. Costs a lot of money to do that, to get a lot of money out. There's a lot of this influencers do that. There's nothing wrong with it. They're gaming the prop system. But also, there's somebody that's just babysitting a single account and making millions of dollars from it. Like, you're either making a lot of money with a lot of accounts or making a lot of money with one account, and then you're showing the stats, right? Which one is that person? No, when I say show P&L, like I'm saying like show... so when you show prop accounts P&L, you should show how much you put into it also, if you're doing this strategy, right? So like the idea is what, when you say P&L, like what do you see? Do you see stats on the account? Like, here's the account, here's how much, here's my P&L, here's my expectancy, here's my win rate. Does you see all that stuff? I'm just asking, I don't know. No, not P&L. Okay, again, not this. Anybody can show that. I'm saying, do you see stats on how good the win rate and stuff is? This is what I'm asking. Not P&L, not payouts, stats. That's what I'm asking. Trading stats. What's the win rate? What's the expectancy? What's the run up to drawdown? No. Okay, that's what I was asking. All right. So let me teach you that trick. Okay. There's a bunch of other streamers. It's not bad. It's just a trick. Okay. It's okay to show that, which is fine. But let me explain to you what you're not seeing as well. Right. Okay. Again, nothing wrong with it. Let me just explain to you so that you understand the full trick. I can go put in $100,000 a month into Apex, and you never see that. My question to you, and I'll tell you, I know the answer because I know the style of influencing. A lot of people do it. That's how much you pay your prop. I'm not saying anything bad about this person. I don't know anything about them. That's how much they pay. I'm going to guarantee you the answer to this question is no, because they don't show you this. But does he show you how much he pays into it every month? That's my next question. I'm going to put the word no before you answer it, but does he actually show you this is how much I paid them this month? So in any business, you have in minus out. But he admits a lot. So the answer is, it doesn't matter if he admits it. He doesn't show you, right? Okay, good. So what goes in is not shown, which is the typical trick. That's the trick. They don't show you what they put in, but they do show you what they get out, which I never understood. Well, I mean, I understood why, and I'm not making any claims, but yeah. They're very easily going to show you what they get paid out, but they're not going to show you what they pay in. So to say that it's profitable, you guys have to be absolute dummies to not understand that out minus in equals profit, right? And so payouts don't mean anything without the other half of the coin. Out minus in equals profit. So just be careful, because somebody's going to willingly show you everything they get paid out in their P&L on the screen. That's better than most people. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, but just like I say, I'm like the advocate of truth here. Make sure in general that payouts, you don't gauge someone's performance based on payouts. At least we understand that, right? Again, not saying anything about these guys, but making sure you guys understand the math. This is just math, right? He doesn't show, but he says bullshit. Don't care what anybody says, okay? Anybody can say anything. I wouldn't care what anybody says. If they don't show and you believe what they say, it's your prerogative to believe what anybody says. I got 10 people message me in Discord right now saying that their name is RS Matt and asking me to join a Telegram channel because they say they're me. Fuck what people say. You're not basing your investment decisions on what somebody says. Base your investment decisions on what they show. And I'm just telling you in general, nothing wrong with it, but just saying this is a trick, and I know all the tricks in the book. Show you what they pay out. They don't show you what they pay in. And therefore, you don't know if it's profitable or not. That's it. That's all you care about. Is it profitable? If you paid in 100K and you got paid out 150K, did you make money? Let me ask you a question. If you put in 100K in Apex, let me ask you guys a question. And you got paid out 150K, did you make money? Simple question. Everybody answer the question. I'm about to teach you some math really quick. Did you make money? If you live in the US. Good, there's a bunch of yeses there. The answer is no. All right, those of you that do know, how do you know they didn't make money? Somebody already said it, the taxes. You didn't make 150K. You made, I don't know, what's 40%, what's 60% of that? You made 90K. Or 37%, you actually made 90K. You actually lost money. But what you guys didn't see is that what you saw is 150K in payouts that actually net loss of 10K for the year. And why do they do that if they're net losing money? Well, because they made $1 million a year in affiliate sales. So just like I'm saying, you can't gauge profitability. So nothing's saying wrong with watching a person. That's fine. Watch whoever you like, but don't copy what they're doing. That's the lesson. You guys understand the lesson, right? Don't copy what you're doing. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah, but you can write off 100K as business expense. Yeah, you can do all that. But what I'm saying is, you get what I'm saying, right? And profit split, taxes, fees, all that stuff. Right. Can't you write off your fees? Yeah, you can write off all your prop expenses. You guys can write off your Rocket Scooter subscription. Anything that you do if you're a prop trader is a business expense because you're a 1099 for a prop. But the idea is just be careful. What I'm telling you guys is whether they're making money or not, the payout is not the profit. That's just the lesson I want to give you guys. Oh. So the idea that I say is that in general, don't try to emulate what you see. People can do whatever they want, not criticizing someone's style, because it does take a lot of money to do something like that. And which is totally fine. Just don't try to copy it yourself without understanding there's a huge input that has to go into it also. The difference between me and somebody like that is I'm babysitting the same accounts for half a year. And because of that, you get to watch the journey of the same accounts for half a year, which is what most of you are actually doing. So if you're trying to learn something, you can either learn a genuine trading strategy, or you can learn how to game the prop system. What people like that are doing is gaming the prop system is what they're doing. Brute forcing payouts and then selling affiliate subs to keep funneling money into the same system. And maybe they're making money, maybe they're not. The P&L looks like money. It's not money. This is not money. This is P&L in a paper account. It turns into money when I get a payout. If I get a payout minus what I paid in, minus taxes, is there a profit, right? There's all kind of pieces to the prop firm world that you have to make sure you understand fully. But a lot of people get kind of misled because you see big numbers on the screen. You think that's all profit. You know, there's payout split, there's taxes, there's fees, there's all that stuff, right? Right. Like I'm saying, might look like some streamers are making it big, but a lot of them are actually losing money. And it's not a big deal because the goal is to do prop affiliate, right? And again, not throwing shade at this dude. It's just that his style you can't do without having an army of affiliate dollars or affiliate users throwing money at you so you can keep funneling the system. It's something that you're not going to be throwing, you know, 50 grand a quarter into Apex, right? So somebody's going to ask you how a company called Rocket Scooter is a business expense. It's educational. It's educational expense. It's on the job training, Gabriel. I mean, you have a 1099 to back up your payouts. So anything that goes into trading, you're a prop trader as a 1099 trader for a company. Any expense that goes into your trading or trading education is a business expense at this point. So make sure that you understand that everyone knows the real money is affiliate sales, as somebody said, right? And again, nothing personal about it. It's a very profitable overall machine. So the real profit is from the affiliate sales. And you guys just have to understand it's all about the math. I don't sugarcoat anything. Just make sure, unless somebody's showing you the trading stats, you don't know if that's a profitable trading strategy. is a profitable prop firm affiliate strategy. Boy, it may not be a trading strategy. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say with this, right? Just don't go in there and be like, let me try to copy this person. Don't go out there and waste your own money copying a strategy like that and it doesn't pay out for you. I'm trying to tell you, it may not pay out for you. Hopefully you guys get that, right? Making sure y'all understand that. We on the same page? Not throwing shade. That strategy works if you got a camera on yourself and you're on YouTube. This works for you and you alone. It works for. Just keep that in mind. Okay. It works probably for him. It won't work for you. You're going to need thousands of people using your code to funnel money into prop firms at that rate yourself. So unless you see P&L and historic P&L and historic performance, you don't know if the trading portion of that is profitable. That part's kind of masked. If you don't see what goes in, but you see what comes out, you guys ought to understand the math there. You don't know. And he probably makes a fucking fortune. I'm not going to lie. So I just want to make sure that viewers understand the difference between the two. That you guys can't emulate what they do. It's kind of like the penny stock traders, right? The penny stock guys, look, I made $500,000 trading this penny stock. Well, only you, because you made it because you bought it and then all your followers bought it after you and you sold it to them. They didn't make it, you made it. But then people are like, oh man, I watched this guy, he has a McLaren, he bought this penny stock, he made all this money, he made $1 million on this trade. I'm going to listen to his next trade, I'm going to make $1 million too. That's stupid. It's idiocy, man. It's like, that's never going to work. You're never going to make money doing that. The only way you make money is you're the guy with the camera and you do it first and then everyone else buys it from you. And that's what people understand. That's real. The real profit is made. But real trading talent is seen in historic performance. How well have you done over time? What are your stats? Is your expectancy good? Expectancy is a number that is your average profit times your average win rate minus your average loss times your average loss rate. And it gives you a number. If expectancy is greater than 0, you have a profitable trading strategy. All things being equal. Doesn't matter how much affiliate dollars you make. Doesn't matter if it's a $1,000 account or a $100,000 account. You can take a trading account and make money with it, which you guys, that's your goal. That's y'all's goal, right? And I'm always being objective. I'm never like talking shit about people, but I like giving like a really good piece of advice so that you guys ground yourself in what you're trying to accomplish. So you might not be able to emulate what people out there are doing. What you're trying to do is take your 1 or 2 prop accounts you have and grow them and make money, right? The strategy that I hear that person has is they're rotating accounts. Yeah, something like that is a good strategy, but it costs a lot of money. And you guys might not be able to do that. And you don't have the affiliate backup to keep funneling money into that system. It's not a not viable strategy. I'm not naming other names. I know other influencers, not me, other influencers that do it, and they make millions a year doing it. It is a very profitable strategy, but only for the person on the camera. So all you need is a camera, baby. Right. Other influencers did the same thing. So just remember, asking the right questions is important. And a lot of people didn't know which questions are important. As a trader, what matters to you might be different than other people. What matters to me, if I'm going to learn from somebody, is what's your strategy like? And what are your stats? And can I emulate that style of trading? Somebody might have a great strategy, but then it requires them to have millions of dollars to get to work. And they might not have that much, right? So where you are, does somebody's strategy match that you're learning match with what you're trying to do? But most people that do the prop thing either do one of 2 things. They either do A or they do 3 things. There's 3 ways to make money in props. Number 1 is that affiliate brute force trading. That's what we call it. Again, in the circle, from my point of view, we have names for it. I classify people in one of these 3 categories. Affiliate brute force trading is an affiliate that makes money from affiliate income, and then they brute force wins, like YOLO, one day passes, They'll buy hundreds of Apex accounts a week and pass them. What used to do is, and again, this was Apex round 1. This is how I used to game the Apex system. Everyone did it, except for me. I never did it because I wasn't really trading Apex. But the trick is that on Apex, you would YOLO. You would buy hundreds of these accounts when they were on sale. You would YOLO them and brute force them to get 20 funded. It's not hard to do. You do it in one trade. You just hit it hard, hit it hard, hit it hard, hit it hard. And once you get your 20, you pass, you buy your 20. You go funded with 20. And then that's it. And then what you do is you would just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing until you got them as far as you could get them. Ooh, we're falling. Let me get my glasses on here. With Apex, you would essentially YOLO every account, make either 10,000 or bust it. If you busted it, start over, bust it, start over, bust it, start over. But then you got to the point where you had not only 20 funded accounts, but you had 20 funded accounts with $10,000 of buffer. Now, what you would do is you would flip your account through the time frame to get to your second payout, your first payout. Then you'd apply for your payout. Then you would get denied because you made it all in one trade. But then when you reset for second payout, the rules reset and you had buffer in the account. This is what all the brute forcers did to force payouts in Apex. Did you guys know that they did that? There was a trick to make millions and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, and a lot of people skimmed from Apex this way. This is what people did. You purposefully get denied your first payout, and then the second payout, it's like you already had the buffer and you start all over. Then you just inch forward until your next payout, and then you get it all. That's what people used to do in the brute force world. And then Apex got rid of that rule, but they still tried to brute force it. Now you just had to trade slower. But imagine when there's $15 accounts and you would just spend $5,000 to get, by the end of the day, you'd have 20 PA accounts with each with $10,000 of profit. And the very next day, you might have gone through 500 accounts in a single day to do that. But it doesn't matter. You pay $10 per account. That's what they used to do. And they would purposefully deny. You just spend like $5,000, push and push and push and push. And by the end of the day, you had 20 PA accounts with $10,000 of balance in all of them, profit. And then you just go to your profit, get denied on purpose, then start over. Now you got $10,000 of profit. Just inch forward, inch forward, inch forward, and then take your $200,000 payout. I knew this scheme a long time ago. I never did it, but everyone did it. It wasn't even a scheme. It wasn't even bad. It wasn't even illegal. You found a loophole in the prop firm and you exploited. The affiliate brute forcers, that's what they did. And they're always looking for ways to do that. So the Apex reset after first denial payroll is no longer a thing. It is no longer a thing. They changed it this year. So people would do that. And they would brute force to get payouts, and it costs a lot going in, but you can get lucky and get a big payout. Yeah. The other type is prop firm arbitrage. Prop firm arbitrage is very similar to brute forcing, except it's a second layer of it, is that you're pushing. When we have two different sales, you're pushing really hard in one on the long side, you're shorting really hard in the other on the short side. It's just like brute forcing, but you get there faster because, well, you either pick the right direction one way or the other. So you actually just split up the task between two different firms and trade them against each other. And therefore, you can brute force with arbitrage and get there faster and cheaper. And right now, Michael Patak is trying to crack down on that by starting a regulatory organization that shares data between firms to cut down on the arbitrage. This is scheme number 2 on how to make money in props. And number 3 is somebody just gets an account and actually trades it well and gets there slowly. An actual really good trader that doesn't do tricks and trades all their accounts in the same direction and doesn't trade prop firms against each other and doesn't brute force blowing up 100 times a week. A real trader. So you make money one of 3 ways in prop firm. Either being good at trading or one of the 2 brute force methods. So one of them is arbitrage. And a lot of people, a lot of the influencers, a lot of the big influencers make a lot of money off of arbitrage. And again, they're not teaching you that's what they're doing, but they are doing it. It's not illegal to do that. It's a scheme. They're scheming the prop firms and making money from brute forcing it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's completely legal. And if you know, like in a different universe, I'm probably milking it the same way. But in this universe, I'm crushing it as a trader. A little different story there. But for you guys, you don't know that goes on. Hopefully you do now. And you know that when you're watching people, understand there's a lot of tricks that leads you to believe that it's just successful trading. There's a lot of trickery and camera trickery that goes with it. All right, so let's hit lower lows hopefully on this one. Waiting for MHP bounce. Oh yeah, 100%. So I'm looking for this in a minute. Who's moving this? I don't know. I think the market's just balancing lower today. How long did it take me to become consistently profitable? I'd say consistent, probably 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, and K-Spec says they don't advertise that part. So now you need to wait for payout 3 to fail first, approved second, balance made only in second window. Third window, you need to get approved and can withdraw from first window. Yep. They don't tell you that, though. You surprised Apex didn't go bankrupt from that? Apex made a whole lot of money through affiliate marketing. So they were able to survive it. But now they can't because so many people figured it out. There's so many people that you think are big traders with their $500,000 and $1 million payouts. Listen, guys, I know stuff, and I'm not telling you people are bad traders. I'm not pointing anybody out, but a lot of these $1 million and $500,000 and 100,000 this and that payouts were done from brute forcing. And again, it's not like, oh, this person made $1 million bucks, I need to subscribe to their service. Well, you can learn to brute force if you want. I'm teaching you right now how to do it. But a lot of those were not earned legitimately through just grinding out an account and growing $1 million balancing and payout. A lot of it was done with a lot of the prop trickery that you could do. So just to educate you guys that don't see the big payouts, don't see the big P&L on the screen and think that that's all there is to the story. There's always got to be more stuff. And I like teaching that because I'm on the inside of this, but I'm kind of more of a truth teller. Like I mean, I work for Big Prop, clearly. I also am friends with all the big influencers, and they, like, between them and you don't know what they do, but between them and me, we all laugh together because we all are like, damn, dude, you crushed it. And they're like, we know how they do it. And they know we know how we do it. And we kind of all laugh with each other on how they do it, but they don't go out there and tell you this is how I do it. They, like, behind the scenes, everyone brags about, oh, like, you know, I did this at this firm and did that and that firm and I got this big thing. Everybody's pretty open about gaming the system. At least in the inside circles they are. There's no shame. They have no shame in it because they know they're just beating the casino. They're not really cheating anybody, not you guys. But there's a lot of really neat tricks, and the insiders like to share their tricks with each other, like the influencers and stuff. But yeah, for you guys, I'm just gonna make sure you save money, that you're not out there trying to copy a strategy that you just can't achieve because you only have a tenth of the picture, right? So the only thing that you want to consider is legit as a trader is if you just see performance history. You just see, where'd you start, where'd you end up, what were your stats along the way, and how long did it take you? And they just show you the actual growth of the account with the stats, right? That's really important. For you as a trader to learn, you kind of want to learn that. Do I want to take a long here, though? We're getting close to hedge pressure. Let me pop one contract on that. What's going with NASDAQ today? Looking crazy. All right, I grabbed a contract here. Do I think Jade Cat brute forced it to 2.5? I can't tell you what I think about other people. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I don't know anything about Jade Cap's payout. But even if I did, I'm not, like, it's not my prerogative to tell you other people's trading strategy. Believe it or not, that's a legitimate strategy that people do have. I honestly don't know about his stuff. But a lot of people, that is their strategy. The strategy is doing a certain trickery with the prop firms. And therefore, you know, it's not like my liberty to, or my prerogative to reveal other people's strategies, right? If you think about it like this, you have a way to game the system in a casino, and I know that you do it because we're friends. I'm not going to go to the public and say, hey, this is what this person actually does. Watch out. They have a right to game the system all they want. I have a right to protect their secret. But I do have an obligation to you guys to tell you, just be careful who you learn from. Jade Cap is a very good trader, hands down. That I do know. But I don't know much about his system, about or his payouts and his style when he got them. But even if I did, it's not going to be my job to point people out to you guys unless they're cheating you. If they're cheating you, I'm going to fucking rip them up and spit them out. If they're cheating you, I'll fuck them up. Don't worry. I got your back. But if they're cheating the casino, I don't care. That's between them and the casino. Good for them. So I got y'all's back. When it comes to that, if somebody's scamming and scheming you, I got your back. But if they're beating the casino, we should celebrate them because beating the casino is what we all want to do, right? There's no dishonor in that. You're beating the game. The game is designed to beat you, and you figure out a way to beat the game. Fuck the game, right? That's how I feel. And the thing is that, you know, you just got to make sure that you understand that somebody's gaming the game rather than beating Wall Street. It's two totally different pieces of that. A lot of the influencers are great at both of them. Great at trading and great at gaming the game. And they put the two together, make a whole lot of money. But yeah, if I know somebody's doing something, they have a trick and they're beating the casino, it's not my job to reveal to you guys their trick. That's their magic trick. Like, we're all magicians, right? And somebody knows how they make a person disappear. It's not like I'm going to go tell people how somebody does it. You can find out how they do it. They have a right to their own tricks, and that's cool. But if somebody's lying to you guys and trying to make a buck off of you by lying, I'll point it out. That's for damn sure. If they're doing something illegal, yeah, I'll point it out too. But I just focus on me on this channel, really, and teaching you guys stuff. Pine Trader, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Coming in with 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it, bud. It's been a hot minute. How you been, man? Good to see you, broski. One contract log, the least sexy trade. Grabbing the dip. Thanks for the donos, buddy. Honestly, I think it's clever. Like, the stuff I hear in the back end with all these people have their tricks and stuff, it's really clever what some of these people have come up with to game the prop space. It's pretty cool. How clever people are getting. There's a lot of loopholes that people exploit. Can I share some? No, and magicians can't share. There's a code, and it's not, like I said, I shared some of the major ones that are known. That's for sure. There's a couple of ways that people game the data feeds, which is was pretty cool. But a lot of this has been figured out already. So like explaining the data feeds is one pretty cool way that they would do it. Is that the prop data feeds are delayed behind the real data feeds, and they used to be worse. And so the prop data feed is like, people would get the real data feeds coming through, and then they would create like this proxy of the paper data feed, right? There's paper and then real. Paper and then real. So the level 2 and all of that is all simulated. And then it also utilizes real level 2 orders from the prop space. It's not a real market. It's a simulated market. And some people figured out that the bid and ask in the real market would lead the bid and ask in the paper market. And sometimes you would get like an enormous spread in the paper market that you wouldn't get in the real market. And people would trade arbitrage on that spread. If the real market would tick up, well, they had a spread or whatever, they would basically play the difference in the spread and high frequency trade between the two. It's called data feed arbitrage. And they would trade between the two data feeds. And all, like, an easy way to understand it is, if the real data feed ticks up a second before the prop data feed ticks up. Then if the real data feed goes up 3 and the prop data feed went down, then there's a difference of 4. And they would long the prop data feed, put a sell order on the prop data feed, assuming the prop data feed will track the real data feed, and then make 4 free ticks. And they would do it tens of thousands of times a day. So that's called data feed arbitrage. And that's another way so many people used to game the system. A lot of that is easily cracked down on these days, but early on, a lot of people did that. And that's why they have rules like micro scalping. All the rules they have now were to fight cheaters, or not really cheaters, but like people that were gaming the system, right? Yeah, now they ban the micro scalping because you can't do that. But I wouldn't call them the schemers. It's just like, think about it like this. If you go to Vegas, right, and you're counting cards playing blackjack, are you really a schemer? According to you and your friends, you're not. According to the casino, because they're losing, you are. I wouldn't call a clever use of, like, as a gamer, right? Clever use of end game mechanics is never cheating. I always said that when I used to play MMOs. You might be doing something corny or something cheesy, but dude, I used to B button smash all the time in Street Fighter. My brother used to say I was cheating, and I'm like, it's just continual low kicks. I'm beating you with it. It's in-game mechanic. Is that really cheating? Right? So in all honesty, if the rules are the rules, it's up to the casino to make rules, and then you have to follow them. But if you're bending rules to beat a game and the rules allow you to do it, you're not really doing anything wrong. You're just being clever. Clever use of in-game mechanics. Advantage player, right? So in reality, the whole thing I'm saying is that a lot of these prop traders and influencers are just advantage players. Yeah. They're gaming the system in a clever way. And I don't dishonor that whatsoever. That's a smart thing to do. You're using the tools that you have to your advantage and playing it. So in all honesty, I have respect for people that do it. Although I don't reveal anyone's trickery if I do know they're doing something, right? Or I figured it out. Like as a magician, you can see a trick and be like, oh, I know what they're doing. And a lot of these people, as a mathematician, I look and I know what they're doing. I don't go call people out for it though. Do I know the Phil Ivey versus Casino story with Baccarat? No, tell me it. What is that? Yeah, low kick, low kick, low kick. You guys know how the B button smash worked. That's how real world trading works, though. The greatest trader of all time, Jim Simons, made his fortune exploiting inefficiencies in the market. Yep, that's it. Just low kick is cheating. My brother hated it. He said, "You're cheating." I'm like, you can do it in the game. You can do it too. Yeah, but that's not really fighting, man. Yeah. So these days, right, the rules don't allow you to do certain things. You shouldn't do them. But am I longing? Yeah, I'm in a long. I just grabbed one contract right here. Wait, so he beat the casino for like 10 million. There was an error in the edge. So he got the dealer to rotate the face cards. Casino sued him. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I just grabbed one contract on S&P down here again. We're very close to monthly hedge and we're not even touching it. If I do happen to get right here, I'm going to long it very hard on the way back up. That's for damn sure. All right, I'll be right back. This is an exciting end to the day, you guys. I do like what I see. I think it's cool when I hear people come up with like clever ways they play the props. Not everybody's advantage player. A lot of these people are actually pretty good traders that are doing it right. But for your perspective, you just want to see if people are good at trading. That's really what you care about. All right, I'm going to be right back. Would I have taken that close proximity to MHP? Right. No, I would normally be waiting, but the fact is there's some kind of like little buffering right here that's not even close to MHP, and I don't know if we'll get there. So I just put one. I'm willing to overshoot on that. I'll add more if we drop. Hold on. All right, guys, we get a second run at this trade. That'd be kind of nice. Turn one of these accounts positive if I can. Let's watch NASDAQ really quick. All right. What do we got in NASDAQ? It's looking a little crazy. You know what I'm going to do? I don't even really... is VIX still moving? Let me double check VIX really quick. See, most of trading is just waiting around and planning and waiting for something cool to happen. And VIX at the end of the day, you know what I'm going to do? As much as I don't like it, I'm going to take... I don't want to be in this trade because VIX is moving up into close. I bet you MOC is going to give us one hell of a drop. So let me go ahead and close out on that. And let me see if I can get bigger volatility in the close. All right. All righty. I want to get here. Out of here. Fine Tree Trader, what's up, dude? Hold on. There you go. I was looking to see if you're going to say something like my glasses on here. Said with Faster Trader, no commissions, micro scalping was fire. Oh, dude, yeah. I never did fast track, but a lot of people were doing that. Micro scalping was just like the shit to do, with especially the no commissions. Arbitrage scalpers and cryptos between exchanges as well. Right. Like that's how, what's his face? FTX guy made all this money. He was trading crypto arbitrage between like US and Japanese markets. Sam Bankman Fraud, that guy. Does it reflect a real data feed? Well, used to. Like these days they're more sophisticated, but early on they were just like paper trade, like data feed proxies that had like milliseconds of difference, and sometimes because they were trying to make the paper market also reflect everybody's limit orders like a real exchange, it would like have effects where people could scalp between it. When I did the Elite Trader Funding competition, the one that I won in October, that big trading contest, there was a guy in first place. Like the first day I entered 2 weeks late. But when I entered, there was somebody that was up like $300,000 when everybody else was up like 10 and 20. And it made no sense how somebody could have made that much money scalping 2 NASDAQ contracts. An ETF opened an investigation on this person and banned them because they were doing data feed arbitrage. So that's how much they were making. Imagine somebody not just doing that in a trading contest, but somebody doing that in a prop firm and just milking money like that. There's a lot of people that did. I know a bunch of prop firm owners that was one of the biggest risks to their businesses was that. So you got to understand when you guys run a prop firm, why a lot of these prop firms go under is because they get like people that do that, just milk them because the prop firm had some oversight and some of their design allowed people to just milk the system. And then maybe the prop firm can go under or something, right? Just due to advantage players. Margin buffer limit isn't a platform. It's a manual calculation. Ro, it was the one that we did in the boot camp yesterday. Has it crushed you? I'm still waiting though before I do anything. I closed that out. I didn't like what I see. All right, so I'm up decent for the day. This is kind of nice because I'm still like, I've had a really good month. I'm really happy. My performance has been pretty good. So this is a 16-day winning streak. It's been crazy. She gets my load up the journal here. Oh, it hasn't refreshed. Let me see if I can refresh it. Refresh. 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 There it is. Picture here. This is my July with Tradeify. So this is my Tradeify It's kind of nice. Then I had however many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then like 6 days in June. It's been a pretty good streak. Kind of nice. I've been wanting to see like a whole month of just green. That'd be so much fun. If I got lucky enough to get a whole month green on that trade calendar, that'd be kind of cool. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. I'm sure there will be some red days in there though. Back on there. Oh, I closed out. So everything I closed out. I'm flat. So I'm flat across the board right now. So nothing. Nothing right now. Oh, giveaway. Oh yeah, let's do giveaway. My bad. I promise you guys giveaway. All right, let's do one. I want to do. My bad. Hold on. Let's give away some accounts. My bad, dude. I totally forgot you guys. What do I want to give away? Speaking of fun to next. All right. Here's the thing. Only if you have never used Fund to Next before. First time users only. If you already have an account, they will deny you and ban you from future contests. Fund to Next. If you've never got a Fund to Next account before, ever again, this is Fund to Next for first-time customers only. That's the way they do their contest. I'm trying to tell them to do it in a different way, but that's the way they're doing it. All right, we will do. What's today? 15th. Hold on. Go into the. Okay, we'll do 2 of these. And then I'll throw out my funded futures to go with it. How about that? All right, Fund to Next, though, to celebrate Fund to Next. Hint, hint, big sale that's coming out. All right, we'll spin the wheel in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Somebody wrote a different song. You guys have this one here. Look at this. Somebody made this. Spin the wheel. I love it. Now there's a couple of extra songs. Let me play some of the songs. Rogue made some. This is pretty cool. Which one do I do though? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, cool. Let me just listen to all of them. Let me see which one I like. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. All right, we're winging it.
Rocket fam in the house, prop firm in the chat. Matt make the money gun go. Hit that like or step on a Lego. Bad luck trades.
I will do 2 of these, and then we'll do my Fun Futures after this. Yeah, this song is hardcore. Sky Guy 1953. You need a 25K Fund to Next account. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm just going through different songs here. What is this one? Use rocket code.
Deals, make sure to use our code. Nobody else gets better deals with prop firms than us. Use code Rocket Scooter for the best deal on Tradify. Elite Trader funding. Take Profit Trader, my funded futures, and Apex.
These are goofy.
Rocket for Funded Next. Don't forget, if you spend over $1,000 with prop firms using our code, you are eligible to enter our giveaway for a free lifetime Rocket Scooter subscription. That's a $4,000 value you can get for free just by using our code. Use code Rocket Scooter.
Carol Hernandez. That's literally like a direct quote. I feel like that's exactly what I had said before. That's like verbatim what I would say. Carol, congratulations. Type something in chat.
Use code Rocket Scooter. next, use code ROCKET.
Except for Funded Next, use code Rocket.
Except for Funded Next, use code ROCKET.
That's adorable. All right.
In the eyes, forget the news, forget.
Okay, let me play some of these other ones.
Type it out, reach for the sky. Proper
Ibrahim made a song. All right. Carol, you got to type something. Timer's up, Carol Hernandez. You got to type something. Oh, well. Somebody else. Sorry.
Don't just lurk, don't be shy. Type it out, reach for the sky. Proper counts, we got a ton. This giveaway is second to none. Just a mega giveaway. Free accounts coming your way. Thousands watching every day. Don't miss out, join the fray.
That's pretty cool. Hold on. Boot camp is at 4:30 today. I have a meeting right at market close. Don't already know that. Visionary Ventures, next winner. Type something in chat, buddy. Cool, cool. Okay, we'll do one more. Actually, let's do two more. Let's do two My Funded Futures. You guys, okay. So the two winners here, let me tell you the rule. You guys, so type in MFFU. We're going to give away two, I don't know, 50K starters. The Funded Next accounts, here's what you need to do. A, go start an account with Funded Next. B, take a screenshot of your YouTube ID, like log in your YouTube, open it up, take a picture, go to our YouTube, go to our Discord. Description has the link below. Go to the contest channel, look up Slacks or admin, send them a message with that picture, tell them you won. We'll hook you up. We'll give your email and then give him the email that you have your Funded Next account with, and he'll send you the instructions and make sure you click the link. Then he gives you, and then he'll hook you up. Everyone else, My Funded Futures giveaway right now. We'll do 50K starters, 2 of those, and you have the same rules, right? Except anybody can enter My Funded Futures, not just first timers. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Type it in. Type it in. Motivational speech.
Follow your plan and be profitable.
T6's motivational speech. This is funny.
At evening open, look for volume pivots, dynamic hedge pressure, and MHP. At the New York Open, take the gap trade long if res is positive. Always use a one-strike stop loss. That's 10 points for ES and 40 points for NQ. When res is low, you must size down. If you are stopped out, be thankful and look for a volume pivot to trade off. These are some of your best setups along with liquidity pockets, including bears.
Carol, you're late. You have to get in before the, you know the rule. Sorry.
Remember, the market is always looking to go.
Oh, wait, you are here. You did get in. Okay. Wait, you are there. Okay, Carol, your name showed up on the list, so I guess you win. All right, well, I'll give out 3 then. Okay, Carol, you also win. That's weird. I didn't see you show up in time. My bad. Okay.
If you get stopped out, great. A better entry is setting up. Never close a trade early. Either you win or take the loss. Remember, volume and hedge pressure are your edge. This is your destiny. You will be a pro.
This song is hilarious, dude. This is so funny. It's so motivational. All right, so Carol, reach out to Slacks too, okay? I didn't see you pop up in time, but apparently the algo saw you, so. That is so funny. All right, guys, spinning the wheel. Motivational speech is great. These songs are too funny. I'm playing it. I'm playing it. Somebody told me to play it. My key.
need a bigger screen. Man, your trade's so soft, you need a blue chew. I got a knee hanger, I'll smack you and your crew. Rocket scooter is the shit, and the chat's cool too. All the haters talking trash, but we recycle that shit. Jay, take your trades, that's some key.
Recycle that shit. That's funny. Jacques Osei. Congrats. Good job, man. That's it, guys. Jacques, say something. Cool. Awesome, Jacques. Okay. That's it, guys. More giveaways tomorrow morning. More giveaways tomorrow afternoon. More giveaways on My Funded TV. That's it. Congrats, winners. Man, I've had such a lucky day today. I've avoided all of this downside. I've got these upswings and I'm just kind of chilling. I'm curious if, like, in MOC we do push lower. What I ended up with today, this is it right here. So this is the total P&L for the day on all my accounts. My funded live account is 868. My 3 funded next are here, and then my other ones are here. Yeah, congrats to the winners, guys. All right, winners, just contact Slacks and Discord. You need to show them a picture of your YouTube ID from your point of view. So log in and take a screenshot of that so we know you're logged into that account. And then send your email that you have a My Funded Futures account with. You have to have an account with them, so make it if you don't have one. Got Slacks in the back overseeing shit. That's great, guys. We're having a music writing contest. So basically, if you are writing AI songs, you submit an AI song to our Discord, and there's a song submission channel. And probably right at the end of July, beginning of August, we're going to do a contest of who writes the best songs, and we're going to give away like lifetime memberships and all kind of cool prizes and stuff. They're very funny. They're very Rocket Scooter themed. I don't know if I've heard all of them. Oh, I've heard that one. Okay, let me see which one I haven't heard of. Okay, I've heard that one too. This is the other Mike's other song. I don't remember. I think we listened to this one time. What's with the shovel next to your name? So the shovel is like an old icon that was it's like in Rocket Scooter lore and culture, the shovel's a good thing. It means like I used to dig out of losses pretty good, and like I can turn a red day into a green day pretty good. And so people used to always call me like let's say like Matt's digging out of a loss. And so essentially we used to award people shovels if they actually had a bad day and turn it into a win. We would call it like a dig. There was an epic dig, a mythic dig, and a legendary dig. And so based on how good people would dig out, we actually created emojis in the Discord, the old Discord, in the DTP Discord, and people would put emojis under people's posts, whether they thought it was epic or legendary. So the shovel became like just a trophy around our community. That's cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Now I'm done for the day, though. No, maybe I'm not done for the day. That's the done for the day song. You guys have created so many clever songs here. But yeah. So whenever you have a shovel next to your name, it's because you're a subscriber to the channel. I think you got gifted a sub today. That's where you got it from. That's where, oh, if you're asking like where you got it from. Pine Tree Trader came in here earlier and gifted 5 subs to the channel. I think your name got drawn. Yeah, he did. But that's where the shovel came from. So there's 2 different things. There's a shovel and a squallet. If you guys ever see in the Discord, there's like we get so many inside jokes in this community. It's hard to keep track. In the Discord, if you see the little silver or gold squirrel, that's actually a squallet. And I don't know if you guys ever remember the squallet meme. We used to have t-shirts with squallets on them. Now again, it's completely photoshopped, but it was like, I don't know where it came from, but somebody posted this a long time ago in the Discord, and it's actually another one of those funny stories you used to do. So here it is. Let me open it up in different. This. So that's what it was. So read it real quick. I'm selling squallets, 100% real genuine squirrel, asking for 30 bucks. I have 22 in stocks, inbox for your order. I can also do googly eyes, colored fur, and wacky haircuts. It's a squirrel wallet. It's not real. It's clearly like photoshopped, but this was a meme that somebody was posting in chat, like, I don't know how many years ago. It's 7 years ago. Yeah, a really long time ago. And so squallet, it's not real. It's like clearly like a taxidermy squirrel photoshopped on a pencil bag. So somebody was like posting the squallet, and it just became something that like people would gift each other for something stupid you would do. So so if you guys want if you want the shovel, by the way, you just sub to the channel. I think it's like $5 a month. You get the shovel. And I think you get the bigger shovel if you do the $10. The squallet became an emoji in the old Discord, the DCP days, when this is way before Rocket Scooter was created. And people would put a squallet. So you got a shovel if you did something amazing or impressive. You got a squallet if you did something completely cringy or stupid. You would get a dumb prize. And we had a golden squallet and a silver squallet. And the emoji is just the squirrel. And like if you did something really dumb, like, I don't know, full ported your crap and blew up, or you just did something cringy, people would give you the squallet. It's like a dunce trophy, like the biggest idiot trophy. So now the squallet just became a legendary symbol in the Discord also. And people used to like post that emoji underneath other people's comments if they were just like, here's your reward. Or somebody was like, hey, you know, I did all this work today and I only made $5 trading, you know, and it was like, you get the squallet. You know, it's a mediocre award for mediocre achievements or for cringe achievements. And then that just stuck. Like the community has always been a bunch of jokesters that have a lot of fun with stuff. So you want the squallet? They actually be pretty cool. I don't know how to fit in my pocket though, but all right. Are we going to get a dip here? Am I going to get a dip to boy? What's Nasdaq doing? MOC in 14 minutes. Not in anything right now. I'm gonna watch and see if we get a big dip. You don't trust Orange Man. Orange Man's gonna speak. He's absolutely gonna speak. You gotta know he's gonna say something. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What's Fix doing? Yeah, see, with the volatility growing into close, this could be a pretty selly close. So VIX monthly hedge break in the close. I think I'm just gonna chill and sit out on this. I don't know if I grab MHP, maybe, right? But we'll see. What do you guys think? Ooh, ooh, ooh. You don't, does it go in your pocket? You hang it from your shirt? Oh, that's a good way to do it. That's a good place to put the squallet. That way it looks like you have a pet squirrel. And then anytime you need your chapstick, just unzip it. And where the next volume pivot B under MHP, the D band right here. Here, bottom. That's it. Should be all right. What do you guys think? We good? We all right? Yeah, it's a long way down, but I mean, there's only 20 minutes left in the day, so we'll probably not get close to it. I'm cool with today's performance. Today was a good day. I don't need to risk anything. Not here, not in the last 20 minutes. No trades right now. I do it. You'll watch from there. Where's BZB at? It's right here. On S&P, it's slightly below. Oh, yeah, that's right. There is BZB. You're right. And actually, you are right. We have LP down in here as well. So if I get a really cool MOC and if we close down in here, boy, I'll be grabbing dips to bring it back up. So we'll see. With volatility expanding into close, it's very possible that we do get a big nasty sell-off candle. So just, I'm going to kind of hold off and try to buy this dip here. Done for the day? Yeah, I know, probably right. You mean to play the Done for the Day song? All right. Crossbody squat would be nice. Oh yeah. All right. It's nap time. See you later. I got my Snuggie. I'm good. Let me tell you, this is like the best $75 I ever spent in my life. Is a heated. It's heated, by the way. Not only is it like a blanket with sleeves on it, but it's heated. Dude, it plugs in, nice and chilly, nice and warm. I mean, it's nice and chilly outside, keep you nice and warm. You need a cooling blanket? LOL. We have, so like IDOC and I have literally like 6 or 7 of these blankets. They're on every floor of the house. Who is here? Maybe Amazon delivery or something? Oh, looks like you're getting a little bit of buying pressure here. I was contemplating, should I grab a dip? I didn't touch it. Yeah, right, a plug-in. This is my squallet blanket made out of pure genuine squirrel. Is it cold in Texas? Nah, but dude, it's cold in here though. It gets really cold in this room because back in the day, my old computer used to cook this room. And it was always hot. And so the AC guy came out here and played with the louvers and got the AC blowing more cold air at the top because it got really hot up here. And then when I built a new computer, it's not like baking the room anymore. So now it gets double cold in here. That's the guy looking for his keys. Yeah. Let me see. What's that, like a package? Okay. All right. So the market ain't selling off just yet. Trump on the mic, anything can happen, right? Get ready for it. Give us the big fat green. Say something, Trump. So tomorrow we have a... Let's see. I think we have a news day on something. BPI tomorrow. Okay, yeah. That's right. And then Thursday we have the jobless claims and all that. Retail sales. And then Friday is the Michigan. Yeah, it's a big news week, so we'll get some movement this week for sure. Just keep in mind, well, we did move last night on the Japan tariff stuff, and then we moved on CPI. CPI did come in at a 2.7, right, on a 2.6 estimate, which, you know, obviously was much bigger than the 2.4 that we had last time. So CPI is ticking up just due to the tariffs. You know, this is something to take note of. The Fed may be less likely to cut rates in September. $350 dip to buy? Yeah, maybe. Right? You want a Darth Vader candle? That was random, but also I want a Darth Vader candle. Like, when you say Darth Vader candle, I'm not thinking like candles, like for the market. I'm thinking like a candle in the shape of Darth Vader's head. And it smells like the Force. Whatever that smells like. Trump is wearing a pinkish tie, talking about energy. Seems like a good place to take along. Oh, is it pink tie day? Yeah, he's bullish. If the tie is pink, the market's going up. Darth Vader has a red lightsaber. Oh no, then maybe market's going down. That makes sense. Smell the Force, Luke. You mentioned tariffs. Let's go. Let's go, market. Luke, I am your wax. Your brother's a Darth Vader humidifier. That's awesome. Well, now that Disney took over, you can probably get Star Wars brand everything. You could probably wipe your ass with C-3PO toilet paper at this point. I'm sure they got everything now. It has red mist out of the eyes. Oh, that's epic. That's really cool. Yeah, I totally want to get one of those for my son. Definitely not for me. I definitely would not always have that on every time I'm sick. Can't have it on all the time. I'm lying. Darth Vader is cool. C-3PO toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Disney like markets everything. You could probably find whatever. Star Wars themed cough drops. You know. Luke Skywalker gardening gloves. It's just like, what? Disney's great at like making you buy everything in like a version of the brand that you didn't think you'd buy. Okay, MOC in 3 minutes. Let me see if we get MHP tab. Remember, under MHP, we have an actual... I've been waiting for this pivot all freaking day, man. And I don't think I'm going to get anything off of it. 62, 2250, and 22. It's 5 points lower for bullseye bottom, which is going to be really strong support. So right close to 82. Let me double check the math on this is really close. So it's roughly 9 points lower than here. So right at 86, give or take. That's about it. That's about it. And then 5 points below that. So 82. Okay. Okay. We'll see. The Jabba the Hutt. So you heard the Jabba the Hutt flashlight smacks? Oh yeah, that's probably the best one. You passed your MFFU with the free reset. There you go, Alec. Nice, nice, nice. Why is Trump always have to have a speech next to a helicopter? I know, right? All right, 2 minutes until the action. Let me see what I think is going to happen. What do I feel today? This hourly chart is just so weird. This is not a bearish hourly chart, by the way. This top consolidation like this kind of looks like it's going to close bullish. Like just anytime you see that top consolidation that holds, it's like setting up for maybe selling for the future. Like I just feel like it's definitely not bearish today though. You usually see that a lot of times. The market's trying to hold, it's usually going to hold. Like I don't bet that it won't. Oh, speaking of, let me make some room here. And usually if it's trying to sell off, like, and it hasn't, then it's trying to sell off later, not yet. Like it's holding here for a reason. You got to kind of like think of it like that. MOC, let's go. MOC, let's go. MOC, let's go. Do I want to trade this? Do I want to trade this? And we're off. And it's mild. And there's nothing happening. Let's see what's going on for the finale here. Okay, nothing big. Nasdaq doesn't look big either. This was very mild and very slow and very meh. Give me that MHP though. Ooh, lows of the day. Let's go. All right, let's go. Tiny buy. Maybe. Let me see. Which account can I want to kind of take this in one or two, or how do I want to do this? We can do this one, couple. So what I'm looking for right now is just support down in here. That's it. This is all A+ right here. We're close enough, but I want to get that. Still 13 points away. The bottom here, and then 8 points away there. The buying pressure is very light here. So even if it does rally into close, it's not really strong from here. Let's keep in mind, I don't feel that it's strong. Can we get a big old flush? Can we get a big old flush? Come on, drop it. Drop it down. That'd be nice. I always guess MOC wrong. I never really get the guess right. I was thinking we were going to rally, but doesn't look like we were. A+ down in here would be kind of nice if I get it. Let me get it. Come on. That'd be cool. Remember, guys, tonight we have a new triple B calculation coming out. VIX expiration tomorrow. That's a lot of why we saw some choppiness today. VIX expiration is always just a thing. Looking solid here for the support. Get shallow. We actually tap lows of the day again in S&P. What's Nasdaq doing? Am I close enough to want to take a long on this? 87, getting close. This is the world's most boring close. Nothing going to happen in 6 minutes. I'm not going to touch it. Nothing worth trading here. Not going to happen. Dinner trades overnight? Sometimes I do, yeah. Depends. If I get a good setup, I will. I thought it would be a little more exciting in the close. This was very, very not so exciting. I was hoping for a little end of the run squeeze, but we're just playing off of tomorrow's VIX expiration, so this choppiness was expected. VIX is opening rather like a couple points higher because it's the new September contract is rolling forward. And so we'll be paying a lot of attention to that. I thought we were gonna get something good. Come on, Orange Man, say something. Trump, give us some love. Give us a dip. Give us anything. Oh, wow, that looks pretty gnarly. Maybe we'll get it after all. But I'm not going to be making a trade like 1 minute for market closes. Or will I? What will I get out of it if I tap it? Like, what am I going to do for like 4 minutes, right? Man. Get a scalp. Like, just for one contract? You guys are making me overtrade now. Watch me lose like $1,000 making this decision right here. 3 minutes in the close. All right, fine. I'll take a scalp on YOLO just to hold. Fine. 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 I'll do it. I'll lose money you guys owe me. I'm just kidding. Like it's gonna do anything in the next minute. LOL. There's the tap. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Ooh, there's the tap right there. It is MHP. Okay. All right. Like with like 3 minutes left to trade. Are you kidding? I'm gonna be a complete degen here. All right, let me add to it. Like, I've got so much room to play. Like, that's gonna mean anything. If we crash at the end of the day, I'm gonna be so sad. I want to see this pivot all day. I got to take it EST. That's the rule, but whatever. Market's selling off just a little bit. Let's hold. Got to take it EST, even though it's like 1 minute left. It will hold through market close, though. That's dumb. All right, guys, I do gotta get out of here though. I got a meeting at exactly 3. Boot camp is gonna be 30 minutes later, so I gotta run in just a little bit. Probably like I won't be able to stay all the way through close. Actually, I'll stay till close. But the minute the bell rings, I gotta close the stream down. At least I was wrong from the right spot. There you go, right? How lame. LOL. Like, if I lose 500 bucks, I'll just like close this crap down. I was hoping the MHP tap to hold. Hold on. Hold on to your hats. Run it, baby. You would think it would hold here, but it didn't. Or you think it would get there earlier today? We had to really get my A+ pivot like at the end of the freaking day. Boo. All right. All right, you guys, I gotta run. Great trading day today. Looks like we're gonna hit bull zone and it's falling even faster. How lame is this? Closing a little lower. Hang on, hang on, hang on. That is so funny. We hit bull zone bottom right there. There's the EST setup. Wow, that's actually pretty funny. All right, you know what I can do? How lame was that? That was some funny stuff. All right, let me try it. Maybe I'll try it with one more and then I'll hold on to it. Then I'll go to my meeting and see what happens. Okay, let's do that. All right, guys, I'll see you later. I gotta run. Adios. Let's see if it holds. Wish me luck. Got a meeting. Gotta go.